Thanks, Abby. Welcome, everybody. 26 hours ago, we were sitting in this room announcing the Garrett Crochet extension. So it's great to be back. We're happy to do this every day as long as people want to keep extending. On behalf of the Henry family, welcome to the Campbell family, Kenneth, Latanya, Caden, who was on the field in Marietta, Georgia last night until about midnight. We're really glad to have you guys here and a part of the Red Sox family, so welcome. The word to describe your son around camp, from where I sit anyway, as someone who's not in the clubhouse each and every day, is humility, and that's probably life's greatest achievement, so congratulations. Kristian, congratulations, and I'll turn it over to Brez.
Thanks, Sam. Yeah, it feels like just yesterday we were gathered in this room and celebrating a very important moment for the Boston Red Sox. And here we are today sharing what I would call a massively significant moment for this organization because Kristian was not drafted in the first round. He wasn't a top prospect upon entering the organization. What he was a good player who made himself a great player because of his work ethic and diligence and open-mindedness and attitude. And so in many ways, he is a prime example of what's possible when great scouting meets great development around a player who prioritizes maximizing his potential over everything else. And so there are so many people in this organization who should feel particularly proud about their contributions to Kristian's development, from our major league staff all the way down to hitting coaches in A-ball and the entire player development and scouting groups. In order for something like this to come together, there are a number of people that need to be thanked. First, Kristian and his family, Kenneth, Latanya, Caden. I know your sister Kennedy is not here, but no doubt have provided a ton of support. Kristian's representatives from Beverly Hills Sports Council, Danny Horwitz and Dan Raschetti. This process can be contentious. It can be confrontational. There was none of that. In fact, as Danny and I were kind of negotiating down to the last moments, we spent 2.5 hours in the hotel lobby in Texas staring at each other, waiting for someone to blink. And I realized I missed the team bus. And so Danny was kind enough to drive me over to the field. So what could have otherwise been an awkward moment was in fact endearing. Paul Taboni, one of our assistant GMs, who spent countless hours on calls with Dan and Danny laying the groundwork for a deal like this. And then, of course, John, Tom, Mike, and Sam for the unwavering support to build the best possible team that we can, not just today, but into the future. I think there is a lot of excitement around the future of this organization. Without a question, Kristian is the driver of much of that. And rather than use my own words to try to provide context around this decision and the extension, I think, Kristian, you said it best when asked about whether or not this was a difficult decision. And you said that this is the organization that invested in you. This is the organization that helped you to become the player that you have. And so at the end of the day, this was an easy decision for you. And I'm not sure that there is a better endorsement of what we're trying to build here in Boston. And so thank you for putting your trust in us. Thank you for continuing to put your trust in us. And we look forward to spending the next decade together.
Welcome to Kristian's family. At this time, we'll begin with questions.
Kristian, as a freshman who was redshirted at Georgia Tech, could you imagine this day would come as fast as it did for you?
Definitely not. No, I wouldn't have thought of that my freshman year in college. But they've made the process really easy for me. I mean, they developed me from day one as soon as I got drafted, and they made me who I am today. So it's a lot of hard work, a lot of commitment from both sides, and they did a very good job.
And how much does this sort of free you to just worry about baseball? Just concentrate on being better in baseball?
Yeah, it frees me up a lot. So that's literally all I'm worried about right now is just winning games.
How much of just a whirlwind has this all been for you? Since kind of like 2024 spring training came in really under the radar to this spring, winning the job on the team, and now getting a contract. It's kind of seemed crazy to you.
Yeah, it's definitely been fast, but they've slowed it down for me a whole lot. I mean, even my teammates, they make it a lot easier for me. The guys I'm around every day, those are the people I'm closest to. AC, all the coaches back there in the back, they make everything easy for me. So even though the process was fast, and it seems like a lot's been going on over these last 2 years, they've really done a good job of easing me in.
Kristian, people try to engage on these deals at different times in their career. Some people wait, see out free agency. Some people do different. Why was this the right time for you to sign?
Right. I was educated throughout this whole process, and it was just a life-changing opportunity for me and my family, and we can't pass on that.
You obviously know some of the other guys, younger guys in the system, Roman and Marcelo, really well. And just what about the future of this organization excites you the most? And obviously knowing those guys so well, and so many other guys that you played with too.
Right. Yeah, we have a lot of great players on this team right now, and Marcelo and Roman coming up from AAA sooner than later, most likely. But it's really exciting, something to be excited for. I mean, the team's in great hands. I mean, you got great people all around us at all times, and it's going to be exciting to see what we do this year and the years to come.
Kristian, for older people, 8 years may not sound like a lot, but for somebody that's 22, when you think you might be here when you're in your 30s, hitting 30, what's that make you think?
It's a great place to be for when I am 30 and beyond. So, I mean, I have no complaints about it, and it's something that I've thought about for a long time, and something I'm really excited for. So, I couldn't ask for much more.
Craig, is there like a certain point of spring training you're kind of like, this is the guy we want to invest in, or before that, or what was kind of the timeline of that?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that there was a concrete timeline. Obviously, we're all aware of the season that Kristian had last year, but we also wanted to expose him to a major league environment and see how he was able to acclimate himself to that, and he did so spectacularly well. Not just it's easy to get caught up in the statistics from spring training, batting average, and those types of things. But I think what we saw in talking to the coaches and talking to AC was progress every day. A lot of the things that aren't front of mind and front and center to the rest of us, and his ability to make adjustments is probably the defining characteristic. Talking to the PD staff, they talked incessantly about being able to just kind of tell him what the next step in his development would be and allow the athlete that he is to go out and make those adjustments. And so we saw everything that we needed to see throughout spring training, and then obviously when the lights turned on and the regular season started, his game took another step forward.
For Sam and Craig, I think this is the earliest the organization's extended a player. Might be wrong, but 5 games technically, but effectively before the major league career. What made you comfortable in doing that type of deal, which is probably never been done in the organization?
I mean, from a baseball sense, obviously teams are getting better and better at forecasting what we think players are able to accomplish. But like I sat here yesterday and talked about with Garrett, these are investments not just in a particular set of skills or metrics or batted ball profiles. These are investments in people. And Sam talked about Kristian's humility, and our coaching staff knows him incredibly well and saw the adjustments he was able to make throughout a season. And this is a guy who, hours after playing the last game in the minor leagues last year, was going to Fort Myers to start his off-season training. So he's the type of guy that you feel really, really comfortable making a bet on.
Chris, I'd just add that we said it yesterday. John and Tom and Mike have been pushing us to be aggressive in terms of locking up the future, building. That commitment comes from the very top of the organization. And I just want to say what an incredible offseason Craig Breslow has had. He's been extraordinary. I think we need to get him and Kelly on a vacation sometime soon. It's been incredible to watch. And we're really grateful for everyone in baseball operations who made this happen. And it's a signal of where we're going. The future of this organization has never been brighter, and we're really excited about this deal.
Christian, kind of playing off what Sam just said, what makes Boston such a great fit for you, whether it be the city, what you saw yesterday in the opener, just the ballpark, the coaching staff, the organization? What makes it such a nice fit for you?
Everything. It's the city's great. It's a city of winning people. It's a winning culture. There's winning people everywhere around me, everywhere I go. So, and the coaches and staff around me make it really easy for me to enjoy being here. I mean, from day one, like I said, no matter if I'm in high in Greenville or Boston, with these coaches, I mean, they've made it easy for me for day one, and they developed me from day one. So they've made me who I've become today, and they also care about me more than just baseball. They care about how I feel, how I'm doing personally. So, like, that's a big thing also to me. And they ask about my family. They take care of my family, and they're here to support me. And that means a lot to me. So, definitely want to be in Boston.
Do you have a big purchase in mind that you might use your signing bonus or any of your future money on? Anything identified?
No, you're actually not the first person to ask me that yet. No, I haven't thought about it yet. Maybe something in the off season, but I haven't thought about it yet. I was just thinking about, opening day at Fenway yesterday.
You've been here a couple times so far, but yesterday you played your first career home game. What was it like for you to be taking the field at this ballpark in front of these fans? People talk about this as the ultimate home field advantage, the ultimate experience. What was it like for you?
No, it definitely was the ultimate experience. I mean, I experienced a couple more opening days on the road, and this one that we had yesterday didn't compare to those two. It was better here in Boston, and the fans were really engaged. They were into the game, and we did really good also. I mean, everybody went off yesterday, so I mean, it was a great way to start the season, and just the energy. I was on deck whenever the guys went back to back. It was Willie and Trevor, and Willie went back to back. I was on deck when that happened, and it was just crazy just hearing how loud the stadium was and the energy that went all throughout the stadium. So it's fantastic.
I'd imagine when you venture into professional baseball, you probably think that you can reach this point. But what gave you the confidence to feel like you can become the player that you've become and the player that you expect to be?
I feel like I've always had the confidence to be a great player. It was just getting around the right people, to be honest. I mean, I've always worked hard, always tried to do my best when it comes to field. I've always tried to be coachable. It's just getting around the right people that actually coach you and want you to be great. And that's what I found here in the Boston Red Sox. I mean, since I got here, that's all they wanted me to be, is better each and every day. And I've been open to listen to any advice I could get from the coaches, from the players, bad players, from anybody that's played professional baseball, and it's worked out for me so far.
Craig, I know he's playing left field today. Do you see Christian being the second baseman in the future, or how do you see him working out position-wise?
Yeah, there's somebody in the back of the room here that is well equipped to answer that question. I think it's a tribute to his versatility, right? That you can, that Alex can move pieces around and figure out how to optimize the lineup based on matchups and who we want to get at bats in a given day. I think that versatility is definitely going to come into play over the next 8 to 10 years. But I think those conversations will be ongoing.
Any additional questions? That concludes today's press conference. We'll stop for a brief photo.
All right, everyone. I'm right here in the middle. 1, 2, 3.
side with the family